What's up, guys? Andy Trendy here. Take two. Trying to get you guys this video. I'm trying to get you guys two in one day. First video ain't really concerning anybody other than throwing the Liberty people. But this one, man, we all could chime in on this one. This is about them fucking YouTubers, man, who love to tell you what not to do in Japan, right? And listen, I appreciate them, be it, actual Japanese people or just some white person who's been living there for fucking years, telling you, what to do so you don't look like a fucking, a rude foreigner or whatever. But I really want to get way deeper into this Japanese shit, man. I'm gonna get so deeper into it. Maybe this ain't the video, but this some surface level shit. We get a lot of these YouTubers, man, always coming out here telling you, hey, don't do this in Japan, or you're just gonna make you look like this, gonna make you like that. I'm gonna be honest, man, and from what I've seen from a lot of Japanese people in the comments and sections, they basically tell you, they are telling you the truth. That is gonna look at you. They gonna look, they are gonna view you as rude, if you don't do that. But they're still gonna stare. Apparently, that's just like, what Japanese people do. That's they got a look of disappointing look of disappointment. You know what I mean? They just, when they disapprove of whatever you're doing, it's just, I'm gonna look at you. You know what? Fair game, man. Fair game. In America, you do stuff that we don't like, they probably gonna say something to you. You know what I mean? That I could deal with a fucking look. You saying something to me that might ruin my whole fucking trip. You know what I'm saying? I'm just over here in Japan. Now listen, bro. Japan gets a lot of its money from visitors. You know what I mean? Now I 100% think that if you go to when in Rome, act like the Romans, so to speak. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, you're also like, I don't think that you should just like, quote who you are. You know what I mean? Like, bro, go to Japan, go enjoy your fucking self. You want to go yell out in the street, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to fucking do, go enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Unless you planning on living there, you got to deal with the consequences. But if you just visiting, man, it's a plane ticket to Japan is very expensive. Not only just money wise, I don't even know how much it costs money wise. I'm ballparking about 1,300, maybe 2,000. That's probably OD. I guess it depends on what city you're coming out of. But not only is it very expensive, it's very expensive on your body. Nobody wants to talk about that. If you do not live in California, a flight, and you know what, I haven't checked, but a flight to Japan coming out of the East Coast, man, I can only imagine. That shit must be ever. The longest I've ever been on a fucking plane, I go to Atlanta to Philly. That's about 2 hours 30 there and back. And I think it's really 2 hours flat, to be honest. But 2 hours there, 2 hours back, I hardly notice it. But having to sit anywhere for 5 hours plus, and I imagine the flight to Japan from the East Coast could take up to maybe 10. I'm assuming probably 10, 12 hours, maybe more, maybe less, depending on layaways and stuff. That shit is brutal. You done all that just to come there. Likely if you going to Japan, you're probably gonna be there for at least like a week or two. I would definitely suggest you not sit on a plane for 10 hours and not be there for at least 10 days. But you're gonna go there. Enjoy your fucking self while you're there. Please enjoy yourself while you're there. Go rock your fucking kimono and look like a fucking total idiot. Go be a weeb if you want. Go be a Japanophile if you want. That's fine. No one's gonna judge you. But I really want to talk about the type of people that wants to go visit Japan or wants to go live in Japan. I really feel like most Americans cannot survive in Japan. I don't even think most of you, man. I've been so fucking spooked into fear of the life in Japan. You don't even understand. But all these goddamn YouTubers telling you, hey man, you can't even get if you get an off day, they want you to bring your coworkers back some fucking snacks. Thank you for working my hours while I wasn't there. That's fucking wild. Yeah, you don't have to work overtime, but it's frowned upon if you don't. Yo, that's wild. That's wild. You know, like the culture shock is, it's really just kind of a culture of go along to get along. No disrespect, but that's really what it is. It's go along to get along. You know what I mean? Like, don't stand out. Don't try to be unique too much type shit. You know what I mean? They they prefer everybody in one straight line, and that's cool for them. I wasn't raised like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking down on their culture. I'm just saying I wasn't raised like that, and most Americans wasn't raised like that. So when Americans take their dumb ass over there to Japan, because they trying to live out some life that they seen in fucking and some fucking anime, it's gonna be a rude awakening. And you can look this up. And I'm spitballing here, but I imagine most Americans that move to Japan move back like within a year, because it takes the truly dedicated to stay in Japan. But thank you for tuning in, people. You have a good day. This has been Indie Training.